Hi, I'm getting ready to show you how to install these baffles into the 600 series Foundry Baffles. The same system works for, I've made the baffles for a bunch of different 10-meter guns. The procedure is the same. It's very simple. Basically, you're just tapping the baffles in and you need to determine the distance. And it's very easy to tap them in. The baffle system, it's 4 pieces. They're made out of Delrin. For example, this is a lot larger than the Foundry Bow barrel, but it's in tubing I had laid around. These baffles are actually baffles that I made for a customer, and I'm getting ready to send them out to him. And I'm just using this as an example. I didn't have any tube that diameter, but I'll show you how to tap a baffle in. It's very easy. But the Foundry Bows, usually they're about 10 inches deep. I'm sorry, excuse me, they're 9 inches deep. I measured this out and marked it off. So just imagine the barrel is going to end right there, and this is the empty tubing. Okay, so all you do is this, you got to tap in the 4 baffles. The first one goes in all the way flush against the barrel. Then the 2 center ones are just spaced out equally, and then this one is tapped into the very top of it, and it's flush with the empty tube at the end. What we do, we got different rings around those. The one that goes up against the barrel, I got 3 rings on it, and then it's 1 ring, and 2 rings on the little end piece. The little grooves cut in there, I don't know how well you can see that. It's so if you want, you can use Loctite. If you think there's a problem, they're going to be loose, or for some reason your tube's a little bit bigger than they normally are, you can use a little 609 Loctite or some other type of Loctite, and it'll help hold them in. Normally the inside diameter of the Foundry Bows are 595 to 596. That's what I've had about 15 to 20 of them measured. They all are right in there. Occasionally you'll have one that's a little bit different, but I haven't really had any problem. I make the baffles to 0.598 to 0.60, and it's about 2 thousandths over and 2 to 4 thousandths over, and the Delrin presses in really nicely. You know, if you're, I've found from 2 to 5 thousandths over, you can press them in pretty nice. It's not really any trouble. They're nice and tight. You shouldn't have to have Loctite. You shouldn't have any problem with them ever coming loose. The baffles have a hole through the center of them that's a 1/4 inch diameter. That is made so you can slip a straw after the baffles are installed, and you want to clean the barrel. Slip a straw through there and then run your pull patch down through there, or your cleaning rod. That way you don't have to worry about ever dropping a cleaning patch in between the baffles and having to fish it out, which would really be a pain in the butt. So just slip that through there, run your cleaning rod through there if you need to clean it, and then when you're done you can just slip this right back out. If you need a new straw, go to McDonald's, wherever, and get all the straws you need. Okay, the first one, I had a different number of cuts on them just so you can tell where they go. There's 3 of them on the one that goes by the barrel, 1 on each of the center ones, and 2 on the outer one. And basically all you need to do is you lay a roller out here, and you can measure down in there with something. You can even like stick something down inside there, and boom, bottom's out, put your finger on it, pull it out, lay it down there, and then you'll have an idea of exactly how much room you got to fill down inside there. I don't think there's no reason to put too much thinking about how deep to have them. Just this one here, you need to make sure it's tapped up against the barrel. You don't want any space there, because you want to make sure the straw actually goes in and touches the barrel, so your little patches doesn't get caught anywhere. So the first one you can put it right there on the end. It's going to be right where the barrel lines up, and of course this one is down here on the end, the forward end of the tube. And it's also cut flush. There's a nice pretty side on one side, and I'll tell you later when I tap that in, I usually put a piece of tape or something on it, and you can just tap it in nice and flat with a hammer, and pull the tape off so you don't put any marks on it, and it will look nice afterwards. And these two center baffles, on this demonstration, you know, I got one at 3 and one at 6, and it's split up really well. You know, if you want, you could measure the distance between that, and if you want to make it equal, but I don't think it. I've experimented a lot with the spacing on the baffles, and it doesn't make a whole lot of difference as long as you got several different chambers to help slow the air down. Okay, like if I was happy with this layout, what I would do